Whoo! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly Wednesday live stream. I have been in such a rush today, guys. I just got done picking up my kids, so I sincerely apologize that I'm running a little behind right now. I am so excited to see all of you here. And Debbie, I am so excited to see this, to see your comment right here, because I think I know what you're going to say, so I'm about to get to it. Guys, if you have a chance to, go check out my theory videos. I put out 2 this week. Doris is an alien and Who is the chemist? So I linked them too, and I also linked the first half of the season to the second half in my theory videos. So go check them out. Before we get going today, I just wanted y'all to know that, yes, I know there's so much news. American Crime Story came out last night. We have the trailer for the episode tonight. I mean, we have so much information for tonight, and it's literally insane. So there is a lot to go through, and I just don't know if I'm going to have a chance to go through all of it. I have open house tonight. So let's get through comments and some theory ideas and some of my favorite fan theories that have been left in the comments, and we can talk about the episode tonight. I am really excited for it. So, all right. My Debbie, Ebby Babebby says, you ready for a theory? Alma is an alien, and so is Harry, and I found clues. Okay. Debbie says, I don't know how I missed this in the beginning, but Harry says, my father is a lawyer. We know Kit's son, Thomas Walker, became a Harvard law professor, and Alma is named after her grandmother. Okay, so I definitely want to address that. Absolutely. Hashtag, I'm so glad this season is your favorite. I still have to say 1984 and Hotel are my favorites. I just want to see how the rest of this season plays out before I, pop it as the first. And I am so sorry, guys. I haven't eaten anything all day, so it's time for your girl to get her smoothie on so I can get my vitamins and my supplements. That's a pill for my creativity. I was just talking about in The Chemist. And I wanted to also say very quickly how funny it is. Yesterday, I shit y'all not, I cracked my back molar back here. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. I'm just going to leave it at that. Sorry, I needed that supplement that maybe my alien blood needs. Okay, so I did catch that in the beginning. And in the 3rd episode, Harry talks about how his dad also kind of neglected him. He always worked, and he never really took time to hang with his son and to do things with him. So he wanted to be a different dad to Alma. I totally get that. I absolutely understand. I see the connection. I haven't had a chance to see if time-wise that makes sense, because I know they were born in a certain year, and this seems to definitely take place in 2021, season 10. So I believe in this 1960s is when Alma gave birth. And Alma gave birth to the girl, didn't she? And it was Grace that gave birth to the boy. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, just go over that really quickly. I am going to check out this theory, Debbie, because it does seem to be the #1 theory right now that's going around all over the internet, is that that's what Harry is going to end up being, is Kit Walker's grandson. And Harry named his daughter Alma after his grandmother, Alma. But again, so I know you guys are going to let me know in the comments of who was who. Thank you so much. Todd Dawson says the kids were born in 1961. Don't forget to love that thumbs up button, guys. It definitely means a lot to me, because YouTube will recommend my content to other people. So Burning Daylighter says, but can we just say the cinematography and overall styling of the camera work has been the best in the series? Absolutely. I absolutely agree that the visuals of this season have been gorgeous, and I absolutely intend on doing a video about it, because in every single episode there's a stunning shot. So I completely agree with you there, Burning Daylighter. Love your observation. What's up, Ray? Guys, I apologize. I should have put a link to Raider's channel in the description, but that is my son. If you guys want to go check out his videos, or if you guys have kids and they want to check out his videos, blah, 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 we go there. So White Bear Productions, thank you for being here. They say we see Evan in full Frankenfurter in this episode. I know. I'm really excited for it. I can't wait for the episode tonight. Right now, I don't have live. I can even hear myself right outside. Ray, I can hear myself, baby. That's kind of distracting. My sweet kids are watching my live stream right out the door right there. So I can hear myself right out there. I know I'm very excited to see Evan tonight, and to also see if maybe some of my theories about the chemist and Doris were right. I understand that my theories were so far out there, but you guys know me. I'm so extra. I'm like doublemint gum. It's just, I love to be extra and go insane when it comes to theories, because if I can make the connections happen, then I'm going to theorize it. Burning Daylighter, absolutely. Thank you so much for your comment. Thomas Perry, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Ginger, thank you for being here as well. I'm so glad. I'm glad to see you here after the premiere. Vickin, as usual, party on. So glad to have you here. Kristen says those smoothies are the best. Let me tell you something. Since I cracked my tooth back here, I don't want to bust it up because sadly at this stage, if they can't like fix it, then they're going to have to pull it. I don't want to be somebody who's, having their teeth pulled out right now. That's honestly getting a little too American Horror Story for me. So I'm really hoping that they're going to just be able to like cap it and fix it and everything will be fine. But I've been drinking smoothies for the past 2 days because I don't want to take a chance and screw my tooth up any further or like cause any pain. So I'm just going to the dentist already during this season. It's like my best friend Britt. She went to stay at the Menger Hotel in San Antonio during American Horror Story Hotel. And so I just love it when things from this season incorporate into our real lives. It's the best. I know, ouch, the dentist, but I have very healthy teeth and I floss twice a day. I rarely have problems with my teeth, so I don't expect there to be a problem. They're just going to help me fix what I got. Mike Gedney, thank you so much for being here. So glad you are here. And thank you so much. BRT says happy AHS day. We got Vickin. We have also Todd saying the timeline doesn't fit. Let's see. Wolfric, thank you for being here. They said this time of the week can't come any closer. Waiting for every next episode feels like eons. Elbow cough, right? Non-COVID cough. Yes, I agree. And tonight, the thing is that I can't watch it tonight. I can watch it tonight, but that would put me to bed way past 11. And since I get up at about 5 or 6 every morning, I wouldn't really get any sleep, and I'd be a zombie the next day, and I have to go to the dentist tomorrow to get this tooth fixed. I can't believe I have to go to the dentist right now. During season 10 of American Horror Story, when it's all about the teeth, I have had perfect, no cavities, no nothing for maybe 13 years. Okay, 13 years. No problems with my teeth, dental checkups, perfect all the time. And now something finally happens during season 10. I mean, if that's not a coincidence, I don't know what is. Jessica says, I heard it's possible that Harry and Alma are bloodline of Kit Walker from Asylum. Okay, so we definitely did discuss that. Jessica, see how, guys, it's definitely getting around. Everybody is hearing that theory. I'm thinking about making a theory video about it. If I do get time to do it this weekend, I am going to. I'm approaching my daughter's 15th birthday, so that's coming up in a couple of weekends. So I usually get prepared for it weeks in advance to make sure that I have everything, because I'm not the kind of person who just waits till the last moment. Because as y'all know, I'm extra. Todd, thank you so much for sending your love from Iowa. I am so grateful. I send my love to you from Texas. Felix, the same. Is so great to have you. Just me, Kristen. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Adam, so great to see you. Okay. All right, let's go back to the fresh comments, and then we're going to check on some of my favorite American Horror Story Season 10 theories that I have seen. All right, so Mark says the mother is either alien hybrid or a siren. I love that one, Mark. Thank you. Mark says hi too. Mark, it's so great to have you here. You are a badass. Thomas, as usual, always thank you. Hello to you. Vicken, thank you guys. Hit that like button if you are enjoying the live stream and if you also like the videos. Let's see. Burning Daylighter says, so good. They really took their time this season, at least part 1. A bit nervous about part 2. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous about part 2. They've done a many good times where they've set the season up to be something spectacular, and then they've dropped the ball at episode 6. So I'm really nervous too, because I agree. It definitely seems like the time of COVID, they took their time to step back and to actually go back to their roots of what the fans really love. And it's not fucking Murder House. Sorry for if you guys have kids around right now. I apologize. You know, I rarely drop the F-bomb in my live streams, but I'm so tired of Murder House that it's just not even funny. So I'm really glad that they did something better this season, and especially that they didn't go back to Murder House. Yes, I'm very much enjoying this season too. Hino, if I'm saying your name incorrectly, I do apologize. I'm Texan, and if you're not a Billy Joe or a Bobby Sue, it's difficult for me to enunciate. So I apologize. They say, hi, Mary. I'm so excited for tonight's episode. Also, I love your Doris theory video. I hope that's the case. I know. There's only been a couple of very small times that my theory videos have actually been accurate. And I know it's because I'm so extra and I throw shit out there. But there have been times where I've been accurate. I would like to say, not all of those theory videos are wrong. I mean, maybe 95% of them are, but there's 5% of them that came out right. So I'm hoping that this is definitely a part of the 5%. And I will also go over that theory in just a moment after I go over favorite fan theories. So thank you, Doris. I really appreciate your support in that video as well, guys. Bogdan says, as a medical student, I must say I am impressed by your latest theory video. Thank you, darling. Like I said, when I do theory videos, I really do my research. When I did the whole thing about how Madison could be alive during the apocalypse, I went into quantum suspension. I want to say superstition, but that's been a long time since I've done the video, and I'm obviously mixing my words. But I literally went scientific in that video. I will go all science for one of my theories. So yes, thank you all for noticing that. I definitely do. Really research these theory videos, and I'm not just going to put something out that doesn't really have something behind it. So thank you guys so much again. BRT is putting Raiders, the link to his channel in there if you guys would like to subscribe, or if you have children that would like to. Raider has a nice kid-friendly channel, and he would absolutely appreciate anybody who would like to join. No haters, though, because you don't want to piss this Mother Supreme off. Just Me says, I'm nervous about part 2 as well. Gonna have to match or be better than. A tough thing to do. I know. That's why I'm severely thinking that the government is and aliens. We're gonna definitely get the whole Roswell thing in the second part, because we're getting JFK, Marilyn Monroe, and we're gonna obviously have the 60s and the 50s and obviously the 40s. So I kind of seem like really part 2 is mostly going to be a flashback that's really going to answer a lot of our questions from the first half of Red Tide. That's just my thoughts. So Jared says, if we see you with sharpened teeth tomorrow, we'll know it went down. Wouldn't that be funny if tomorrow I start doing a live stream and I have all sharpened teeth? Guys, you'll never guess who showed up at the dental appointment yesterday. Billy Lord. No. Oh my gosh. Jesse says, would you prefer getting your teeth filed or using a knife glove? None. Let's go for the teeth file. I'll take a whole bunch of laughing gas. I'll laugh my ass off while they're going to town on that. That's fine with me. But absolutely not. I don't want anybody to ever touch my teeth. Texas weather is changing, guys. It's not the vid. I apologize. I promise. I apologize for the cough.
Sadie loves y'all's comment. Thank y'all. Nazia says, hello, everyone. New subscriber and first time here. Would you think, okay, who do you think is dressing the pale people? And if the pills are so difficult to get that Mickey has to steal them from Belle, where are they? Okay. I absolutely believe it's like a pyramid thing. Doris is at the top, chemist, and chemist distributes them to Belle, and Belle uses Harry, or sorry, not Harry, Austin as like her, sort of like her gay bestie, I would say, like her right hand guy, to decide who they give the pills to. That's what I would honestly say, that Belle has the major cachet of them, because we did see an episode, I guess it was 3, whenever Mickey stole the pills for Ursula out of Belle's house. It did seem like she had a big bag of them. So to me, it seems that that's what the chemist gives her. She had a whole bunch of cash. The chemist lived in a very nice house, but it doesn't seem like she's getting her money from the pills. Otherwise, she would have definitely taken up, Ursula's deal to fund some creative people in Hollywood, get paid for it, and plus 10% back end. So if she was definitely in it for the money, she would have taken Ursula's deal, but she didn't. So she's definitely in this for something else. So I definitely think the person that is dressing the pale people, you know, I was working on that 4 theory video, and I honestly think it's the townspeople. I think that once they turn, and once their hair falls out, and they start getting depressed, the dopamine stops working, and they stop getting the chemical messages to the brain, and they're completely depressed, and they're doing nothing but drinking. At that point, you are being held mentally at a stronghold. So I think that's when either the townspeople, maybe Austin and Belle, that's when they take them in and kind of redesign them in those Lady Gaga shoulder pads and black clothes and do their whole teeth. I'm sure they know what happens if those pale people do not feed. They will obviously die. And I'm sure they don't want that to happen to them. That's why they probably took them over, to the dentist and gave them a chance, had their teeth filed, and let them roam to kill the opioid people and the extra deer, that are running around the P-town. At least that's my opinion, is that, the chemist, Belle, Austin, that they're all in it together, doing it together. I could be wrong, definitely, but what do you guys think about Nazia's question? And who do you think is doing that? So let's see. Just Me says, I hope Asylum is involved. That was my second fave. Adam Ridgway, it is so great to have you here. Oh, open house. Are you? No. I'm sorry. It's an open house for school, Allie. My oldest child is in high school. I can't believe I'm saying that. My oldest child is in high school, and we're going to her open house today to meet our teachers and stuff, because we missed it in mid-August when we went on our vacation. So we're going to get to actually go see them now. So Ginger says, howdy, Raider. Mike says, I've decided I'm taking a shot every time Doris mentions Lyme disease. I know, right? Chris, it's so great to have you. He says, watching you from France. I'm a big fan of your AHS videos. Hello to you, Chris. Welcome from Texas. It is so great to have you here. I hope things are beautiful over there in France and that you're not having any problems. Jared says, anyone else notice that they use the same title sequence sounds as the Asylum intro theme? It just added some extra sounds like pages, typewriters, etc. for Red Tide. Hard to explain, but must be a sign. I thought the same thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Jared, because honestly, all the crack baking in the spoon threw me off a lot of the time. Yes, it definitely does sound like Asylum. Every single opening sequence, Murder House Coven, Asylum, Freak Show, all of them have a different little like tune to them. You know how Freak Show has kind of like the little circus theme to it. The Murder House is just straight up the first one. Coven has like a little extra, little la la in it. It kind of seems like ethereal almost. Okay, so I agree, Jared. Every single season has the same song and maybe different opening, but it's the same song, just been tuned to the specific season. And I definitely get Asylum vibes from it.
I think you are awesome for catching that. All right, guys, let me go on ahead, though, very quickly, because I want to talk to you about some. Ray Ray, please don't. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. He's giving me a thumbs up, telling his mom she's doing a good job. I have such great supportive kids. Okay, this best fan theory comes from Debbie Ebby Babebby. Okay, Debbie Ebby Babebby. She quoted in my American Horror Story season 10 episode 2 review. She said, on my 7th watch, which that should tell you guys how much Debbie loves AHS, and I watch it just as much as she does. She said she just noticed Evan says something like this to Finn about the pills. I had a friend who writes for television. You know his name, disgustingly prolific, silly rich, couldn't write a thank you note without somebody handing him a trophy. And I thought, how's he doing it all? And I knew, all I knew was that he spends his winters here and he returned to the city. He had a stack of material as long as my Johnson. He invited me out here one winter and handed me one of those tragic, magic black little pills. Debbie says, my point, is he talking about Ryan Murphy? He does winter in P-Town, and he definitely would put it like he would write an in joke about himself. Maybe we'd get a cameo. And when I noticed the opening image for the episode for tonight, it did look like Ryan Murphy was the guy in the picture. But I mean, it wasn't him upon further scrutiny. But it would be funny, though, if they did bring up somebody who did look like him to represent him in the show. Sort of like how my theory is about Bobby Richter. So you guys let me know what you think about Debbie's theory in the comments about Ryan. I thought at the first, I was like, maybe he is talking about Quentin Tarantino, silly rich, blah, blah, blah. But when Debbie said Ryan Murphy, I thought, oh my God, that is so badass. That's like so much better than what I ever thought. All right, now, nope. SCME said 1 week ago in my American Horror Story episode 2 season 10 review, I think the Pales don't attack Doris after sniffing around. It's because she has Lyme. Okay, so Nope Scum seems to think that Doris does already have Lyme before. And I do want to say that Lyme is easy to cure. It's definitely not like other diseases that are out there. All you need is just a good round of antibiotics and like a 2 weeks off of work to sleep and eat and catch up and get your body out of, out of being in bed for 2 weeks. Just exercise a little bit and you'll fully get over Lyme. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt you. But Doris is so damn obsessed about it. So Nope Scum, I love this theory that they say that the reason why Doris, why they're not attacking her isn't because she took the black pill, but because she has Lyme and they're avoiding her because of it. So I really liked that theory and I had to say something about it. I am going to make a best fan theory video. That's actually the second one that's coming out because the theory video that I'm trying to get out today, which I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to, but the one that I'm trying to get out today is answering your questions about the red lights and the mermaids, townspeople, all that stuff. So I'm really trying to get that video out. But again, it's got to be quality. I'm not going to give you guys crap. So I'm going to make sure that my information is thorough and that I'm giving you something that's worthy of watching. So definitely expect that. And I am really excited to go over y'all's best fan theories because I don't have the best fan theories. Y'all do. And I love discussing your brilliant ideas. So Callie Pitt, love your name, said on the episode 2 review as well, I think the whole Lyme plot is because Doris has either had Lyme or some sort of long-term illness due to Lyme. She's pregnant, so it's hard to pinpoint her symptoms, but she doesn't think when she gets sick, it's because of pregnancy. I'm also wondering if those vampires are more tick than vampire. So I really liked Callie's idea, especially how she was really going into the vampires because I'm not going to refer to them as vampires anymore in my videos, especially because I'm going to refer to them, as mutants because they're really not vampires. They walk in the sunlight. They don't sparkle and they don't have brooding teenage girlfriends that lust after their hot, bald heads. So take that as you will. So I absolutely love that. Now, okay, so this one right here, I definitely pulled up because I wanted to discuss it, but it was also the first theory that I was about to say, Doris. I'm so sorry, Debbie, you're not an alien. But this was the theory that Debbie came up with in the beginning of this live stream. Mickey says Kit from Asylum had a son named Thomas, who was a law professor at Harvard, and Harry said his dad was a lawyer. It could be Harry is a hybrid, and the reason why Doris is acting the way she is because the alien DNA in him has gone into her, and that's why it's hard to have a baby, and the only one they've had is Alma. So who ironically was his grandmother's name. Okay, so again, those are some of my top theories that I've really enjoyed so far. And if you guys have any theories as well, please let me know in the comments, or you can certainly drop them in the comments of this live stream. DeVille says the red lights may be protective from the mutants, like which are houses, that are unacceptable to attack. That would make sense, right? I love that, DeVille. Thank you. Unnamed says, I think Lark will probably come back this episode. DeVille says, also, I would die if there is a hotel crossover with the vampires, LOL. I doubt this would be the case. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think they're ever going to bring back another season unless it's Murder House, because you know how they love to suck the dick of Murder House continually. Jesse James says Kit comes back and opens a school for mutant bloodsuckers and is in a wheelchair like Professor X. Buffyville, it's so great to see you. Thank you for being here. Buffyville says she's going to swallow the pill and the baby will ingest it and will become a mutant and rip its way out of her stomach. That's another good one, too. There is very possible that that's going to happen. That was actually my first theory. So let me very quickly, in just a second, I'm going to go over very quickly with you guys the two theories that I just put out, because I do want to hear your ideas on them. Doris is really strange, guys. And when I went back and I kept rewatching American Horror Story just to try to learn as much as I could about her, I realized some things about her were weird, like she never ate. And I know that some viewers put into the comments that, yes, there was. She did eat here. I was like, no, she didn't. And then they told us, well, yes, she said that she just ate. No, she didn't. I never saw Doris eat anything or take one supplement for the entire pregnancy. And with how far along Doris is in pregnancy, I would not say that she is under 8 months. It is if she's under 8 months pregnant, she's got to be having twins or triplets or quads. I mean, this is ridiculous. She is basically fully term pregnant. Her belly button is even sticking out. And those of you of us who have had babies, you know that sometimes that happens and sometimes that doesn't. But when you come to the end of your pregnancy, your belly button sticks out like a turkey thermometer. And it's basically to tell you that the baby's done. Get ready to give birth. Guys, please don't fight. No, they're trying to go play. I'm sorry, with the neighbors, but they can't right now. So absolutely, I fully believe that Doris is an alien because she never eats. For a fully term pregnant woman, she never eats anything. And not even when Harry went to the grocery store. She didn't ask for anything. She never wants to leave P-Town. There's been many times where she's like, I want to leave. And then Harry's like, okay, we'll leave. And then something happens to keep Harry there, such as Austin calling him up and saying, hey, I can cure that writer's block for you. So, yeah, absolutely sus. Doris is obsessed about Lyme, and in my opinion, she's obsessed about it because Lyme will kill her or her alien hybrid. The mutants definitely recognize Doris' smell. It's kind of like catnip. They're cats with catnip. They go absolutely fucking insane when they smell Doris. And to me, it just seemed like they were smelling their leader. So another thing is that somebody also told somebody told Austin to give Harry those pills. It wasn't Belle.
I sincerely doubt it was Belle. And Austin does not seem like the person who would do things out of the goodness of his heart or who would share his much loved pills with anybody. Guys, I am all about my medication. My medication that I take right now basically keeps me functioning. My stomach, my heart, my kidneys, and it prevents further damage from the heavy metals that ran through my system. If I were to stop taking them, I don't know what would happen, but I don't want to find out. So Austin is a little different, though. Austin is more of a desperation. He is desperate to be employed, to be someone, to make that money. So I sincerely doubt he gave Harry those pills because he wanted to be a good person or bring Harry into his circle. No, no, no. My thought is that Doris instructed him to give him the pill. And I do definitely believe that Doris has control over everyone who takes the pill mentally, because in my chemist theory video, I went over the science behind the actual pill, what it does, and how that can basically put you under Doris's spell. So with my chemist video, I really had a good time with that. Basically, what I said was, Doris basically commissioned the chemist to create the pill so she could get pregnant and take over the minds who take the pill. And Doris found the chemist from old memos and like newspapers and stuff like that back from 1947, when the person that Doris is looking for came to Earth. The chemist had ancestors working that day, and Doris sees it in the research. And so either Doris is going to blackmail or she will force the chemist to create this pill. I'm really looking forward to seeing what really was the real thing that happened behind this, because my idea is that it was all Doris. She came here looking for somebody. She found out they were killed by our government. And so she commissioned the chemist to get back at at humans by way of taking them over with a pill. Because we can fully understand, guys, that the pill, it's basically morphing the pill popper's DNA into something else, into something that's not human, okay? Messages aren't being sent to the brain, so the pill poppers basically don't feel regular emotions except like depression. And even Austin, he said he just can't feel anything. That's why he drinks all the time from morning till night. He just can't feel anything. And that's why his dopamine receptors, his dopamine, he's not creating dopamine in his brain. Sorry. So he's not feeling emotions. And that's why there are things such as schizophrenia and all those other mental conditions. But it's like they don't care. They don't care that they have depression or anything like that, or that they're probably not even human anymore, and that they're killing people to drink their blood. The pill makes them creative, but in exchange, they depend on the pill to create. So, of course, they're not going to care what the pill does in the long run as long as they're gainfully employed. So, judging by what had happened so far, I definitely estimate that the pill was made for the purpose of taking over someone's brain. If you want to know the real logistics of that, I break it down in the chemist theory video if you guys would like to check that out. Also about the mermaids. Okay, I want to say that really quickly. I also believe that, as well as Doris, there is something huge off about P-Town. I grew up in a town of 5,000. P-Town has a population of about 3,000 during the winter season. We never see the residents of P-Town, not even on the street or at the beach. None of them. The only people who are out are the people getting killed. And that's it. There's just a couple of those. In my town, I saw people even just when I went to the convenience store. And like I said, that was just a town of 2,000 more. So I get more into my, theory video, but I believe that the chemist is basically some kind of disgraced person with a tainted name, and that they are hiding in P-Town to escape the press and persecution from the government. But it's not long before the chemist discovers that the residents of the town are like either fish people, maybe kind of like Dagon style, like, H.P. Lovecraft, or they're mermaids who spend their time in the ocean. And if you guys remember, too, in episode 1, Harry ran when he went out for a run. Someone's body came up onto the beach, and there was a whole bunch of seaweed everywhere, and their stomach was ripped open, and the intestines were out. Well, that's not how the mutants or the pill poppers kill people. They do it in slits to the throat, where they can suck the blood out. They don't actually
eat people. That's kind of for, I mean, Alma, sure, she was eating the squirrel, but she was sucking the blood out of it. I mean, she ate at it to suck the blood out, and that's what they do. So they're not technically eating anything. So in my opinion, the chemist basically the chemist is basically there, and she is, you know what, I actually lost my thought. I am so sorry. I feel so stupid sometimes when I lose my thought. I hear my kids outside and I'm just thinking, are they okay? Are they okay? And then I'm thinking, is it 5:30 yet? Because I have to make sure the kids are fed before 5:30 because we've got to be at the open house by 5:30. I'm so sorry.
Yes, we are okay.
Thank you. Doris might have to take the pills and become strong and defeat Karen or Belnor to save her baby. You never know. Allie says, my mom had me a week late. My mom had me 2 months late. My mom was technically pregnant with me for 1 whole year. 1 whole year. That sucked for her. Of course, then again, I was basically dead when I was born. The placenta wore out, the umbilical cord was wrapped around me, and I hadn't had any fluid or any food since the 9th month. So it's actually still a miracle that I'm still alive, that I actually was born. So it's actually, yeah. DeVille says, could the lack of people be due to the COVID rules during filming? Now, I thought the same thing. The town could be obviously weird because of, they just didn't have enough people to fill due to COVID. I don't think so. Like I said, I definitely lived in that kind of a small town. When the residents, that's what I was talking about. I'm sorry. When the people who take the pill.
I'm not really in there. The pill due to COVID.
My kids are now messing with me through Alexa. Reader,
Oh, you can.
20 minutes off. Goodbye.
Oh.
Thank you. So, to me, and they washed up on shore, I felt like those 2 men were killed in the ocean and their bodies washed up on shore. And then I thought, and they said it could be a shark attack. I thought, no fucking way. No way there's a shark attack right there at that cold of water. It's just, the water's way too cold for them. So I thought, what if the mermaids are actually living out there and the mermaids is what killed them? And I thought, well, what if the townspeople were mermaids? So I've definitely got a theory video going on about it because, in my opinion, the town elders, the grocery store owner, the police, the mayor, all of them, they're either all mermaids or they're protecting the town that is mermaids, kind of like a Dagon kind of thing. And like I said, guys, that's what I was hoping for this season. So I am really excited to find out what is going to happen in this next episode tonight. BRT says definitely plot related. BRT says, yep, I think the town is empty for a reason. And like I said, even though it's COVID, I lived in a town of 5,000. This is a town of 3,000. Not too big a difference. And like I said, same size in the town. Even if you see from the aerial shots, the town is quite big. There's no town meetings. Even when every time Harry goes out, even just to the grocery store, there's nobody in the grocery store. There is nobody anywhere, and it's unless they die. So we'll see about that. Jesse says, I bet Doris takes the pill after Karen kidnaps her baby to give to Belle and ends up killing them both in an act of revenge. Ooh, so let's see who definitely turns out right. And it's not about obviously who's right and wrong and crap like that. We just love to speculate and have a good time with these episodes and just, think about what could happen. So, Jaden, it is so great to have you here. Hello, Brad. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Accursed Down says White Bear Productions, right? It's sort of like a murder house, but a murder town. Gotcha. Got you, Ryan Murphy. We see you. White Bear, they see you. Jared says, I think those 2 fishermen with the split stomachs were done by the aliens, and that's our first hint to aliens if we don't actually see mermaids. See, it seems to me they've been hinting mermaids. I mean, maybe the mutants is what they meant, when they were talking about, when they were doing, the filing, obviously. But they said something is washing up on shore. That was always their big tagline in the season 10 Provost, something is washing up on shore. And in my opinion, it's something in the ocean. And since we haven't seen anything else, this made me think of mermaids. So again, guys, I really, really appreciate y'all being here. Late Night Snacks, it's so great to have you. Guys, Late Night Snacks, their link to their channel is in the description. They live stream basically almost every single night. I believe they are doing one tonight for American Horror Story. Definitely go and check them out. Subscribe to them, chit chat with them during live streams, and y'all have a good time. I love their channel. Sometimes I'm on there if I can. Sometimes they do come on late at night, so since I got to get up so early, I can't, really do that. And then tomorrow, I'm going to see the dentist. Lou says, I think Karen took the pill before and stopped because she didn't like killing people, and that's why her painting was so good. Right? And then that makes it to where she's not creative. And that's why she doesn't obviously use her creative talent anymore. I think you're right, Lou. I think you absolutely just called it on Karen right here. That she took the pill a long time ago and she stopped because she didn't want to be one of those things. Yeah, I absolutely think that you are correct. Ellie the cat, so great to have you here. Adam says there's something with Karen. Yeah. Chris says, let's be honest, when the siren theme was announced, everyone was expecting fishtails kind of creatures, not the pails. Haha. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. So I'm going to have to go ahead and start wrapping up the live stream because I need to make dinner and get my kids to open house for school. Adam says, I know you don't care for Murder House too much, but I did and do a vlog on it. I want to do the Coven House next for sure. And of course, P-Town is a must now. Adam, you should leave a link to your blog in the comments after the video processes. The live stream chat, sometimes that's taken away. But if you put it into the comments after it processes, people can see it and then they can click on it and go check it out for you. Y'all are all so sweet. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm again excited for tonight. If you guys are hungry, go check out my theory videos and my reviews and my story reviews. There's a bunch to snack on. And like I said, I just put out 2 brand new theory videos this week. The first one is Doris is an alien. And the second one, of course, is Who is the Chemist? And I have not watched American Crime Story Impeachment yet because it is unavailable in my for my product. I have to actually upgrade to get it. So I can't watch it. I don't know where to get it in Europe, Ryan. If anybody does know how anybody outside of the United States or even inside the United States could watch it, please let us know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. You are all the best. Brad says, by the way, is Karen constantly wearing gloves? I remember a few scenes. I can't say for sure, though. She is. Everybody always has their skin, their neck, their hands, everything covered up, always. You guys are the best. I love you again so much. I'll see you all tomorrow for my review. I swear I'm not going to get my teeth sharpened at the dentist. And if I do come back with sharp teeth, somebody gassed the shit out of me and did it against my will. Bye, guys.